Hey guys, All in Crypto here, and welcome back everybody for another YouTube video. In this video, we're going to be discussing Chainlink. We're going to be discussing the news that has come about for Chainlink and why this is extremely bullish, in my opinion, for the price of Chainlink. Chainlink really has an inevitability with it, and that is that, as the crypto space grows, as the DeFi space grows, so does Chainlink. It has that success. That inevitable success almost at the moment, as it is really the only oracle out there with a complete monopoly on the market. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to be discussing the news, and that, of course, is Grayscale offer new trusts to investors in more than 5 cryptocurrencies, including Filecoin and Chainlink. It's obviously Chainlink that we're focusing on. We're going to be discussing why we have seen Chainlink, not really move too much as a result of this news. Whereas if we sort of take a look at Filecoin and Decentraland was another one, they've done significantly better. Filecoin is up 91% on the weekly. And let's see if we can find the other two. Let's have a look here. Decentraland, and I think Basic Attention Token was the other. Decentraland's up 78%, and Basic Attention Token is up 54%. Essentially, you haven't seen Chainlink react the same way as these other listings. There is a reason for that. There's a number of reasons for that. Chainlink's done a lot already, and not only that, there's a significant higher volume of money that has to come in to move Chainlink in terms of those kind of percentages. And there are these smaller sort of altcoins. And, not only are we going to be discussing the news, we are going to take a look at Chainlink today. And there's a lot of people out there that are getting kind of fatigued with Chainlink. It's great that we're always talking about Chainlink, is about to explode, is about to, move to the upside. But when is this actually coming? There are a lot of people out there that are really starting to think that, Chainlink isn't going to move anytime soon. And, on the short term, we've sort of consolidated. But I think there definitely is a big move for Chainlink coming. I think as the crypto space starts to really take its direction, Chainlink is going to be one of the biggest beneficiaries of that. And we're going to really get into all that in this video. So first of all, guys, let's take a look at where Chainlink is today. Chainlink is currently sat at $30. It's not really, it's up around about 1.5% on the 24-hour, up around about 4% on the 7-day. So in comparison with those other altcoins, it's significantly underperformed. However, there are reasons for this, like we've just discussed, and currently has a market cap of $12.5 billion. So the news, of course, that we're talking about is Grayscale are now offering a trust in Chainlink. They have a Bitcoin trust, they have an Ethereum trust, they have a number of trusts. Grayscale actually own, I think, about 3% of all Bitcoin. Their trust is massive. So what we're going to do after I've sort of read a little bit of this article is take a look at Grayscale, what Grayscale actually is and what the trust actually is and why this is extremely bullish for Chainlink. And like I say, Chainlink really does have that inevitable success attached to it. So Grayscale Investments, the world's largest digital asset manager, is digging into the world of decentralized finance, DeFi. The five new new trusts offerings Wednesday include Chainlink, Link Token, Brave Browser, Brave Token, and Mana, the money for the virtual world Decentraland. And why this is absolutely huge, guys. Like I say, they are the biggest sort of digital asset manager. But essentially, Grayscale is, for sort of traditional investors, Grayscale is that sort of link to the crypto space. They offer exposure to cryptocurrencies without actually offering exposure to cryptocurrencies. That sounds confusing, but essentially what they do is they are that middleman that takes out all the sort of custodial issues, all the actual buying and selling issues. They essentially do everything for you, and you buy into their trust, not necessarily directly to the asset, but the trust is, of course, backed by the asset. So it sounds confusing, but it's really not. And Grayscale are absolutely huge. Like I say, I think they have about 3% of all Bitcoin, and their trust is huge. And it's shown a lot of, a lot of promise. The Bitcoin trust was a real success. The Ethereum trust was a success. And if they weren't, they wouldn't be opening these extra trusts. And when you see, like I say, the crypto space kind of take a direction, and we're back to billions flowing into the crypto space, soon to be trillions, in my opinion. Essentially, Chainlink is going to benefit as a huge result of this. Certainly when, like I say, it has that inevitability that when the rest of the market succeeds, certainly DeFi, DeFi projects largely rely on Chainlink for, sort of price data feeds and data feeds in general, off-chain data feeds. Chainlink reacts very well as a result of that. So one of the first securities solving invested in and deriving value from the price of Link. Grayscale Chainlink Trust is solely and passively invested in Link, enabling investors to gain exposure to Link in the form of a security while avoiding the challenge of buying, storing, and safekeeping Link directly. So you can see how that would appeal to a lot of traditional guys, a lot of people that are maybe not tech savvy. When we're talking about retail, and certainly when we're talking about sort of older generations of retail, Grayscale is going to be one of their first ports of call because it allows them to kind of stay traditional whilst playing around with the new kind of kid on the block, whilst they're playing around with a new asset. So yeah, I mean, this is huge news, and like I say, we haven't seen the sort of reaction that we saw in Filecoin, Brave, and Decentraland, but it's just because Chainlink's bigger, and Chainlink's done a hell of a lot, guys. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that Chainlink, was under $1. So what is going on with Chainlink today? Like I said, I discussed with you guys that there are a lot of people out there getting fatigued when it came to Chainlink, and why is that? I can see why that is. I think when certainly I've put videos out there myself saying that Chainlink was going to explode. I ultimately have that faith because I know the inevitability that Chainlink is essentially, it is going to be huge. It is going to continue to grow as the space grows. It is a needed project, and as a result of that, it's going to benefit. And so it is going to explode, guys. The price of Chainlink is going to explode. When that will be, to time that perfectly is pretty hard, guys. But I think in the next couple of weeks, you're going to see Chainlink really take a direction and start to really impulse as a result of that. Certainly to the upside. I think if you look at what we're seeing sort of forming now, we've kind of see this play out on a number of occasions, and I drew these kind of wave lines in the orange to show you what direction it was going to, and I drew that before we had really done anything. It kind of came true, and that's really because we've already kind of played out in this kind of fashion. You can see what's happening here essentially has already happened back here, and once we sort of break out to the upside of this, I think you're going to continue to I think you're going to do a move similar to this. It could be there's a lot more volatility in the market at the moment because of the sort of money that's coming into it. And it's new money for the market. The market's adjusting to this money, and that usually results in volatility. So we'll see what happens. I mean, you shouldn't be sleeping on Chainlink at all, guys. I haven't sold a single link yet, and I'm not planning on till significantly into the future, and that's just because I know what Link's potential actually is. It's going to be huge, guys. It really is. I'd sort of given you a price prediction ages ago now about a 300, I think it was $75 or $65 Chainlink. That, in my opinion, is going to come true, and I'm not really taking profits until I see a $100 Chainlink. So that is all I have for you in this video, guys. I'm going to love and leave you. Let me know what you think about this news. Like I say, Grayscale is that really traditional kind of gateway to the crypto space, and I think now that Chainlink is a part of that, it's going to be it's going to benefit significantly as a result. So if you've liked this content, guys, drop me a like. It does help me out greatly. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And get subscribed for more videos, guys, because this is one of the fastest growing crypto channels out there. We're giving you the truth about cryptocurrencies. We made a video on XRP yesterday where a lot of people got quite angry at me saying that it had underperformed in terms of the rest of the market. That wasn't me hating on XRP. What that was me being honest. I was personally had a large sum of money invested in XRP, and what I was essentially saying was that it would have benefited me to be in a different coin. Other than that, that probably is quite likely to change in the future when things kind of get rolling again with XRP. But it just interesting. People often marry an idea, and that is not when something's going not the way that it should, the best thing to do is be honest about that and not to try and cover it up with complete noise. So that is all I have for you in this video, guys. That is a different topic. Let me know what you think. Obviously, in my opinion, this is huge news for Chainlink, and I think the price is going to react very well as a result. And I think you're seeing similar things happening that happened over here, happening today. And I think essentially what you're going to do is, you're going to sort of take your whether we bounce around in this sort of space for a little bit longer, or whether we are now starting to break out of it, we will see. But yeah, no reason to be bearish on Chainlink at all at the moment, guys. So that's all I have for you in this video. I'm going to love and leave you. I hope you all have a fantastic day, whatever you are, whatever you're doing. And I look forward to seeing you all on the next YouTube video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys.